Hello, fathers out there, mothers, children, families, grandparents, uncles, brothers, sisters, everybody. How are you? Happy Father's Day to everyone. So as you're hopping on, say hello. Let me know who you are so I can say hello. And I'm going to tell you who I am. Before we get talking about fathers and why you guys are seriously important. Okay. So let me fix this so I can see your comments. Hi, Ron. And as you're jumping in, share this out too, because let me tell you, fathers are super important. And if you think you're not that important, if you think, oh, your kids can do without me, no, they can't. And you're going to find out why today on Live with Celia. Okay. So first, let me tell you who I am. I'm Celia Kibler. I'm a family empowerment coach, the founder of Pumped Up Parenting, the founder of Fun Fit Family Fitness, co-founder of Fun Fit Family Fitness. Let me organize my desk so I can see what I'm talking about. And I'm a mommy of 5, 2 I gave birth to, 3 I gained through marriage. I am a grandma of 9 wonderful grandbabies. And I have been working with parents and kids for almost 40 years, and I have been a real life mommy for almost 40 years. So I offer you all this wonderful experience to guide you on your journey of raising adults, because you know that's what you're doing. You're raising adults, not children. They're already children. It's your job to raise adults. Okay, so let's get started with why dads are important. Do you like my new water goblet? Isn't it nice? Look, it's Dr. Hydro. Dr. Hydro, I'll give you a little advertising. This is not paid advertising. This is just, I just got it today from Amazon. And I like it. It's big. It's got a handle. It's better than my other one. I have to refill my other one all the time. Okay, let's talk about dads, all right? Because what I want to do first is I want to give you a seriously long list of what happens when children grow up without a dad. And in this day and age, guys, there are way too many kids. There are actually 35% of kids under the age of 18 are growing up in single parent homes. And the majority of those parents are moms, not dads. So that's basically 18 million kids that live without father figures. 18 million. More than 1 in 4, so I have to read this because I didn't memorize it. More than 1 in 4 fathers in the United States with kids under the age of 18 live apart from them. 1 in 4. That's a lot of fatherless kids. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about a little thing about divorce and separation. But I want to tell you the impact to children when they live without fathers. Number 1, there is a greater risk of drugs and alcohol abuse. 2, and this is all scientifically proven. They're proven by various surveys, by various research, which there's a lot of research that went into this, but I'm just going to go through what has been proven. Absolute poor decision making. Kids wind up getting easily influenced into other groups. And let me tell you about teenagers. Teenagers already built into their brain feel like they need to belong. They just have that need. It's how they're wired. So if you don't work to get your teens to feel like they belong right there in that family with you and your spouse, your partner, your parent, the other parent, their siblings, if you don't make them feel like this is their home, this is where they belong, this is where they're respected and trusted, they will go find somewhere else to belong, and it probably won't be good. Okay, kids that grow up with fathers have more aggression. They tend to be bullies. They tend to have more disruptive behavior because there's a lot of anger in them. There's a lot of mental illness. There's more suicide. All of this from growing up without a father. They do poorly in school. A lot of them drop out of school. They have low self-esteem. They have identity issues, low confidence, low self-worth. They feel abandoned. And when a child feels abandoned, it's pretty much been proven that when a child feels abandoned, that is one of the most devastating things that can happen to a child. And they usually don't recover from it, even in adulthood. It's something that affects them for life. They don't have good social relationships. They don't know how to build them. They're not grounded. They're very stressed out. There's a lot of anxiety, and a lot of their inner anger is brought out in their social relationships. Hi, Tamara. Hi, Joy. All right. Now, let's just touch on divorce and separation. A lot of divorce and separation, guys, can be very ugly. And if you've gone through an ugly divorce or an ugly separation, you know what I'm talking about. And very often, parents will decide whether they should be with that other parent or not based on what happened in their divorce or in their marriage. So they alienate the other parent. Don't do that, guys. I mean, unless it's a safety issue for your children, don't drop the other parent out. Kids love both their parents. Keep your ego aside. If you want to talk about the other parent, do it with a friend. Do it with one of your family members. Don't ever do it in front of your kids. You are not going to get your kids to side with you. In fact, they will grow to resent you for it. And then you'll be dealing with even more issues of abandonment, issues of hatred, issues of anxiety and stress. So don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Let them learn to love each of you, and let each parent be a part of their lives, an active, constructive part of their lives. Hi, Erin. Hi, Joy. Joy, I said hi to you. Sorry. I'll say hi again. All right. Now, let's go into what makes being a dad great and the benefits of an active, contributing, fun-loving dad in a child's life, what it brings to that child. Number one, kids always want to please their parents. And when they have a dad, they really want to please their dad. They please moms, but moms tend to be a little more soft-hearted. So they feel like they already are pleasing them a lot. They still want to, but they know moms tend to be a little softer. Dads, they really have a strong desire to please them and make them proud of them. When kids have a dad, they grow spiritually. They actually become more enlightened. They actually get better social skills, better cognitive skills, all from having an active, contributing dad in their life. Their self-worth, their confidence, their self-esteem, just like it's destroyed without a dad, it is lifted and enhanced with a dad. Their overall sense of well-being, it is so much stronger when they are without a dad, a father figure in their life. There is no sense of well-being. There is chaos and stress. You guys are so important, and you deserve a celebration, not just today, but every day, just like moms. I don't feel like there should be one Mother's Day. There should be many Mother's Day and many Father's Day, and kids and everyone, society should celebrate mothers and fathers every day, because a mother's job and a father's job is the most important job on the planet. Because what we do today, the seeds we plant in our children today, is what the adults will have in them for the next generation. Okay, more benefits. Dads teach life skills. Often they teach like very much mechanical skills. And I'm not saying, before you jump and say women can do that too. Yes, women can do that too. But it tends to come more from the dad than the woman. Like, for instance, one of the things my dad taught me was to work on a car. He was always fixing a car. We were outside fixing cars, getting tools, showing me what needs to be done. My love for cars comes directly from my dad. My love for art comes from my mother. Okay, so they tend to teach life skills. They roughhouse with kids. And when kids are roughhouse, you can always tell roughhousing between a mom and roughhousing between a dad. Two totally different things, and sometimes a little too rough, right, moms? A little too rough for kids. But it also gives kids that risk-taking ability, which is a gift when they're adults. You want to be able to take risks. You don't want to be afraid of everything. That roughhousing, that crazy wild side that you get from dad is what contributes to that confidence to take risks. Dads they're just plain fun. Let's get on with it. Most dads are pretty fun. They're the ones that are doing all the crazy things. They build awesome forts, tree houses. Yes or yes, yes. Oh my gosh, not that a mom can't. Not that a mom can't. It is just that a guy tends to do those guy things that we women tend to laugh at. You know the ones. You know the things that we find very amusing. Well, kids find them awesome. They are awesome. So those guy things can only be taught by guys because, let's face it, we're not guys. We're not. Sorry. It's like that whole baby thing where we don't want to give a sex to a baby, except if you look in their pants, that's what they are. They're a boy, they're a girl, whatever. Same with us. Guys have qualities. Girls have qualities. Guys tend to do more of goofing around than girls do. I mean, I'm a pretty goofy mom, but I'm not as goofy as my son. My son is the ultimate goofy guy. He's hysterical. So guys do goofy guy things, and they teach kids goofy guy things, which are super fun. Okay. Dads and moms balance each other. Now, I'm not talking about if you're in a situation where you have two dads or you're in a situation where you have two moms. Often, those two parents will contribute from different aspects, just like if one is a guy and one is a girl. And there's a balance. When you have two parents working together, there's a balance. And it helps kids to be balanced. It helps them to be calmer, less stressed out. That balance is a great, wonderful thing for a child. Dads role model what's so great about being a dad. You always hear kids that grow up without a dad in their life or without a father figure. You hear them go, well, I don't really know how to dad. I never had a dad. Do you know people like that? I know people like that. My husband. Because he did not have a dad present in his life. So he had to kind of create what it is to be a dad for himself and for his children. But when you have a dad in your life that's present, that is contributing, that is being a role model for you, that's got your back like my dad, unconditionally, that always supported me, that allowed me to do all kinds of fun things that you get to, like my husband takes the kids on rides with the riding lawnmower. I look at it like, oh no, don't fall off. Fun stuff, risky stuff, things like that. when you are learning how to be a great dad. And I'm not saying all dads are great, and I'm not saying all moms are great. Certainly there are plenty of parents out there that struggle with being a parent. I wouldn't have a profession of being a parenting coach if there were not parents that did struggle with being a parent. I'm grateful for the intentional parents that don't quite know what to do, that reach out and get help. And then they become a great parent. I'm grateful for that. But let's face it, some of us grew up with parents that were not so great. But when you have a really great parent that really cares about what's going on, that takes an interest in that child, takes an interest in their passions and desires, when that happens, you have a wonderful role model for being a dad or mom, for having a relationship if they're together, and even if they're not together. When my kids look back on my divorce with my ex-husband, they don't look back on it with yelling and screaming and calling names. They look back on it as a somewhat peaceful situation that kind of was not the greatest thing in the world, because I'm sure no child wants their parents to get divorced. But then we had other family members. I got married. He got married. Everybody loves everybody else's mate. I know it's not as everyone is, but we were intentional in doing that. We are intentional to get along with each other so that our children see harmony and not chaos. Okay, education taken much more seriously with a dad. Less incidents of dropouts for for children that have dads. Their behaviors improved. There's not as much anger, aggression. And most importantly, when kids have dads that role model being a dad, that are active in their life, that are fun, kids are happier. They're happier. So dad, if you're ever in a situation where you think maybe my child would be better off with someone else, maybe I'm not the best example, you're wrong. Your kids need you. That's why we celebrate you. They need their dad. My husband is not a replacement for my children's dad. My children need their dad. They have my husband, who is another dad figure in their life, but he is not their given dad. And I never destroyed that relationship because I always wanted them to be close and love their dad. I'm happy they love Rock, my husband, but I never wanted to lose that connection with their dad. We all love our dad. So if you're thinking your kid doesn't need you, I'm going to stop you right here. They need you. They need you more than anything. So stay involved. Don't give up. If you're having a difficulty with a separation or something, don't give up your rights as a dad. Don't give up your place with those children. And be intentional. Control anger. Make the family a calm place, a happy place, a fun place. Make sure the way you react to situations is constructively and happily and not through emotion. Don't react like a toddler who has no ability to control their emotions. Their brain's not developed yet. Yours is. Think about the way you react. Be intentional. And if you need help, there's no shame in that. Call me. That's what I'm here for. Let's talk about it. Let's see where you need help, where you want to be, and where you are now. Let's make a difference in your kids' lives. You'll never regret it. You'll always regret not doing it. So here's to you, dads, you amazing men that make kids live happy, fun lives and that contribute to the joy of childhood and that are a role model for becoming an incredible adult. So happy Father's Day to all of you out there. Happy Father's Day to all my dads in FunFit, in Pumped Up Parenting, and here that are connected with me online. If you're on Periscope and you're in Facebook, come on over and join our Pumped Up Parenting group. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, go to Pumped Up Parenting with Celia Kibler. Lots of tips, lots of storybook reading, lots of fun. So check it out and subscribe to our channel. I'd love it if you did. In the meantime, guys, we're going to read tonight at 7 o'clock. We're going to read How to Babysit a Grandpa. I thought this was appropriate for Father's Day. So that's going to be our Father's Day story tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time in just a little over an hour. I'll see you back here to read How to Babysit a Grandpa. Bring your kids, bring your grandpas, bring your dads, have some fun. I'll see you later. Here's wishing you peace, love, and tons of laughter. Don't forget to laugh. It's really fun, and it's really the best medicine. Bye, guys.